All right, everybody, welcome back to the Council of Ties. A special episode this week. We are retrying live Mario Kart. We've made adjustments. The setup should work better. We also, in this episode, have our very first special guest. So I am Ty Glorious, joined by Ty Stacks 237 and Adapty, and also Steve today.
We've heard a lot about Steve. Now we get to hear from Steve.
Hello.
Steve is a friend of the podcast. Very special relationship with Ty Stacks that he can elaborate on if he'd like to, but
yeah, I mean,
he doesn't have to either.
Childhood best friend, grew up together, you know. Easy peasy. Now we're roommates.
Like I said, special relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, the first thing I want to talk about this week, I started today doing like I always do on Mondays when we record by scouring the internet for news. It's a bit of a news drought, and I think that's kind of a hangover from the game shows having all of the announcements and stuff.
Definitely.
There is some stuff out there though that I think is kind of not really headline worthy, but it had headlines again because we're kind of in a week of drought stuff. But I don't really have anything that I picked up on though. So if you guys got anything in the gaming world that you want to talk about, now's the time.
So I mean, I have one. There's I don't know if you guys played Dead by Daylight at all or ever.
Well, I heard about what you're about to talk about, but keep going.
They I don't know if it's a new engine or if they're reworking the animations or they're doing something, but everything looks way better. The character models look incredible.
It's almost like the engine's changing a little bit.
Yeah,
that they use.
They're just reworking everything from like animations, audio, like instead of killers hear you wherever you are, like if you're walking on the grass or the carpet, it's going to be your footsteps are going to be quieter. They're working on everything and they're doing a complete overhaul of the game, which is going to be awesome.
I mean,
and
yeah, that
we're
does
getting
sound
Artsy
awesome.
Clown.
That's good gaming news. Because Dead by Daylight has still got the juice.
It does.
It's the only
and to
surviving
overhaul
of that
the game
genre.
now. Yeah, I mean we've got more of those coming out. Like Halloween's coming out.
Yeah.
There was another one. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, I think, is still coming out at some point.
That's out. That's been out.
Oh, it's out? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been out for a while.
I remember when that game was in beta or whatever, but the Saw game too.
Yeah,
which we saw this
Killer
week.
Clowns came out and died about like 9-10 months ago.
Well, I mean, it didn't really look like it was gonna have any legs, but
yeah, it was quirky. It was fun for a little while.
Yeah, it was a cool concept on the fact that there's like 3 killers.
Yeah.
And multiple, like, what, 7 survivors. Like, that's a very different.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Just Dead by Daylight has, like, fine-tuned it to such an extent that it's kind of hard to...
Yeah.
Well, I think the cool thing about Dead by Daylight is they've got the keys to all the IPs now.
Oh, my God, everything.
They're adding all the horror villains now.
Mm-hmm.
They just got Jason.
Yeah, the fact that they got Jason shows you.
Yeah.
Which is also crazy because he was locked in like intellectual property ownership hell for forever. I mean, that Friday the 13th game died because nobody was sure who had the license.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now DBD has it, and they also to piggyback off more Dead by Daylight news, they just got the rights to Art the Clown.
That's crazy.
See, that's just good, right? I mean, that's just good for them.
And
it's good for gamers.
Yeah, they're a powerhouse. I don't think there ever will be a Call of Duty killer. I also don't think there ever will be a Dead by Daylight killer.
No, they got the asymmetrical horror down.
All these ASIMs.
I'm sorry, but Call of Duty, as soon as they introduced that DMZ mode, they immediately lost me. I was really excited, and then I saw that they introduced that in the new COD, and I'm like, it's going to be the same, like, with all due respect.
Dude, I seen that, did not like that at all.
I'm like, the extraction shooter genre is oversaturated now. Like, look at Marathon. They canceled Destiny for Marathon. Look where it got.
The extraction shooter genre is dead. There's no real games that are doing it anymore.
Arc Raiders died because they couldn't update.
Yeah, Arc Raiders is really dead.
They're in a bad place for sure.
Adapty, I thought you loved Marathon. What happened, man?
I would rather
he still does
nails with water instead of milk. than play Marathon.
That's on sale on the PlayStation now. It makes sense.
Yeah, the fact that it's
Pretty
on
bad.
sale at like Arc Raiders didn't even last. I don't. Maybe they had like a starting sale for when. There goes my first.
Yeah, I think you could get it on Green Man Gaming for like $22 right now, Marathon. That's
It's
pretty
just,
wild.
it's so like it makes me so upset that they canceled Destiny for that. Destiny had 120,000.
Wait, that's what they canceled Destiny for? Was
Destiny
They
that?
canceled Destiny for
Wow.
Marathon.
Well,
Let's
I
be
mean,
real.
maybe.
technically,
Let's
but
be real.
not really.
They basically.
Is it the
Maybe
same
they
company and all that
did.
makes
My
it?
hands smell like.
Bungie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it makes me so upset because I didn't play the Renegade CLC because
It's just
first of all, I'm
juiced.
not a huge Star Wars fan. Second of all, I don't really care for like how they just trying to pull you in with BS and whatever. And you know, funny enough, I've been playing since D1 and I don't have the old light thing. Like there's like an old light thing, like a badge, and they're like, "Well, you weren't there." So I'm like somebody was like I was literally giving like my wife was giving birth and I couldn't be there for that. Like why do I not get the old light but you guys do? They were like, "Well, you just weren't there." I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry I didn't live on the game. Like I should have
Yeah,
it for
but that's
playing that." You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, there's some
Oh.
normal amount of that in every game that endures, and then
Yeah.
there's a legacy version of it, and there's a new version. There's always some of that that
Yeah,
gets,
like
that happens. It's a little lanky.
so like Fortnite, right? Take Fortnite for example, right? Like you played season 1, 2, and 3, but maybe you skipped out on 4, and then you came back for 5. Should they
Yeah.
just give you a full Carbide and
Well,
Omega?
no, but the thing is,
You know
like,
what I mean?
for me, it said I had 0 minutes in Forsaken. The new one, I know I didn't, but for Forsaken, they wanted you to be there to get this badge. You had to be there the day that you had to play the day that that expansion dropped. Tell me where the logic is in that. That is stupid. People have lives. Well, not a lot
Yeah,
of people
but
apparently, but
It's like
yeah,
an
but
event, I would assume. Like that's like
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like an event.
Consumerism wins the day,
Yeah.
right? Like they want you to be there day one because that means you paid them money and everything, and they're going to reward
I
that.
know.
That's just corporations rewarding the behavior that they want out of consumers.
I know it just makes me mad because I deserve that personally. I gave them no. Listen, every single time an expansion came out, I spent 100 beans on that. I probably spent a rack on Destiny alone, just expansions, and like they were like, nah.
Yeah, that makes you their target.
Yeah, I know, and I
They
didn't get it.
they worked you.
At least give
Yeah, I
them the
know.
rack badge.
They
I
picked
should,
you up by
bro.
your
Yeah, the
ankles and
rack
shook
badge.
all of your
I sh-
lunch money out of
I
your
should have
pants.
I should have a badge for how much I've spent. My God. Like I bought the deluxe edition every time because I was like, I'm so excited for this new class they're coming out with, and they're like,
Oh,
Money spent on video games with microtransactions are honestly bonkers. I remember, and Adapty, I'm sure you can like
let's
feel
hear
me
it.
on my pain here. I remember, I forget which 2K it was, okay? But we were playing
What,
2K,
20?
Steve and myself. I don't remember which one it was, but we were playing my team, and Invincible Allen Iverson came out. And me being a Philly native,
20.
it was 20. So
Mhm.
I want Allen Iverson. That's my boy. I need him.
Yeah.
And I came home after payday and spent $300+
He
opened all the packs and did not even get them. I sold everything I got from those packs and still didn't have enough to get Invincible Allen Iverson. Steve was $300, maybe more.
Well,
Yeah, it was
2K
a-
is probably the prime example of what a company shouldn't become, with all due respect.
Oh,
I
it's
know.
But
ludicrous.
I
They
mean,
sold
dude,
themselves.
GTA
They had
6
such
is
a
GTA 6 is in collaboration with 2K for their basketball mode, and all I gotta tell you is that 2K is about to die if that GTA basketball is. That's all I gotta tell you.
gentlemen, there is a world out there where somebody at Bethesda, when they were making Oblivion, where somebody was like, "Wait, you want people to pay for armor for your horse in the game after it releases? No, we're taking that out of the game." There's a world in which that never happened, and then all this DLC stuff did not happen. None of this microtransaction stuff
I would
didn't happen.
love to believe
It's
it.
a utopia that we
My-
don't get to experience.
My thing is, is okay. So here's also another thing. I was talking about COD and they made one of the worst empty promises I've ever heard COD make. Not, no nostalgia, this and that. They're like, we're sticking to boots on the ground skins. They're gonna be realistic. And I'm like, do you
believe
know
none of
how many
that.
CODs we've been through where you said those exact words to us? Those exact words. I'm
Yeah,
like, you
boots were
can't
on the
say
walls,
that.
not the ground.
Yeah, dude, why do I don't want to
Dude,
get I don't want to
Boots
get
were up over the shoulders.
I don't want to
if
get
you
a
know what I
clip.
mean.
On the
I don't want to
ground.
get clipped by Beavis and Butthead, bro. I'm good.
Or
Like-
Skeletor from Masters of the Universe.
Yes, like what is happening in this
Or
game,
Nicki
bro?
Minaj.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna bring that up. I did have the Nicki Minaj
I had the
skin.
Nikki. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
listen,
I love
can't blame
flipping
you, bro.
people with Nicki.
I will say though that they should have
Well,
decided,
then there
even
was
if they add
Ghostface as well
characters, it should be
from
like
Scream.
Yeah.
like war-based characters or something. Like something like
Yeah.
some shooter type, like Terminator. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I could get shot by Terminator. He would shoot me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That makes
I don't
sense.
get, like Nicki Minaj getting shot by Nicki Minaj and
21
all bubblegum
Savage.
pink is crazy.
Dude, it makes me so mad. They ruined this poor game. Like
He
it
called
could
it
have
the
been
Beavis
so
and Butthead.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Beavis and Butthead. Like that's just why.
Like why am I getting slimed out by Naruto Uzumaki in Call of Duty?
This isn't Fortnite.
Like it
That-
literally
but
is
that's
like
their competition, low key.
I know
like,
they
Fortnite
had to
has
copy it because they
ruined-
start getting
yeah.
everything.
Fortnite has ruined a generation of games. Sorry.
And
It
Fortnite
really
gets
I agree.
everything: other games, TV shows, movies,
Well,
actresses,
I hate to break it
actors.
to you. I hate to break it to you guys, but they're gonna lose it pretty soon with how they've been spending money on this collapse. I
Good.
can't wait to see it happen. The downfall is gonna be the best thing I've ever watched in my entire life.
yeah.
They ruined that game.
I want the death of Fortnite, bro.
I mean, I don't have anything against Fortnite. Like what they're
It's
doing.
been dated though. Like it has an expiration.
It is. So the only reason I would say that Fortnite's death should come is because they haven't innovated anything gameplay wise in 10 years.
Mhm.
However long the thing's run for this point, and at this point, it's like it has to die just out of necessity because the game just isn't interesting anymore.
Mhm.
But
The only
I
thing that
don't
changed was
necessarily
battle
want it. I'm not
royales.
praying on its downfall or anything.
Yeah.
The only reason I
They-
want to pray on its downfall is because it ruined a major part of like what made itself unique. It just made it over the top. They catered to esports people. Did all this stupid stuff that just ruined they set
Yeah,
a standard for an entire industry and ruined it. Like
Yep.
gaming as a whole has been ruined because of Fortnite. And I will die on that. I genuinely people are like, yeah, but it brought people to the gaming scene. I'm like, it just made kids want to be the next what was
Booga.
it? Buddha?
Yeah.
Booga or
Mhm.
whatever his fucking name was.
Booga, yeah, Booga.
I'm gonna have to censor
And
it.
it's like half right because at
Retard.
first it did. It brought like everybody to the game at first, but after a little bit,
It just
that was
ruined it.
just
Prime
Mhm.
Fortnite was something to
yeah.
this
Prime. Yeah, if
experience,
you
man.
weren't there for
My
Prime Fortnite, it was
my kids will never get to experience Prime Fortnite.
and
Makes me
that's
so sad.
so sad.
So sad.
Yep.
I mean, even I was playing Fortnite when it was like at its prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I-
Everybody
Yeah.
was.
I
was
wasn't
not
like an online
game that I
gamer
was
until
doing.
that came again. I was like a Xbox guy playing like Black Ops Zombies and stuff. Then I
Yeah.
didn't play really any online stuff for a while just because I didn't have great internet. And
Mhm.
I got booted.
Fortnite came out, and I made sure I got better internet because all my friends were playing it. Like everyone, my friends' dads were playing it, my cousins, I was like, this game seems so cool, and it brought me back to like some high school friends. It made me play with Ty again more. Like it was like Fortnite was really awesome at first.
Dude, my teammates
But-
are selling.
That's the only thing that sucks about the teammates in this is you could be amazing and it don't matter.
I got
Your one
first
teammate
one
might
time
end with
and then
5.
I got first one time and then my own AIs are sliming me out, bro. I can't even believe this.
I am gonna say I said this last time and it'll come across better this time because of audio fixes. I am not very good at this, and Tysax and Steve have played an unfair amount at this point, I would say,
Yeah, it's bad.
of this game.
I
by
actually forgot I was
comparison.
playing. It's just like natural muscle memory at this point.
Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about this week, I watched that 30-minute Fable gameplay thing. Have you guys seen that?
Oh,
Um,
where you can. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, so I didn't see the 30-minute Fable thing.
There's a long one.
I'm kind of scared to watch it. I did see it though. Like
Dude,
I just didn't watch
no.
it. Should I
It's
watch it?
awesome.
Oh,
You
it
should
was awesome.
how
watch
about
it.
hear me out? How about instead, I wait till the game comes out, buy it blind, play it for 100 hours, and then never touch it again because
So okay, that's totally valid. But I will say, if you're expecting certain things from Fable, I actually think it's a good idea to watch a
Yeah,
little bit
that's
of this
fair.
because they did change some stuff about Fable that some people are not going to like. And the thing that I think is the most dramatic change, and at Tysax, you might not even like this. There is no longer a clear good and evil comparison.
wait, really?
There's a deeper morality system where you do things that are positive and negative,
I've
and
seen
people
that.
react to them based upon their own moral values. So some people
Mm-hmm.
could like that you're an asshole, for example.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I seen that.
So
It was
there's a
really cool.
whole
You have like a
really
reputation in a sense.
yeah, like
Okay.
and each town has its own reputation,
Mhm.
and each town has a whole bunch of properties and stuff that you can buy.
Why is there
and
3 bullet
romance
bills?
options and
So I actually I kind of like that because now like if that's the case and I decide to I want to go balls to the wall and I want to be the biggest asshole I possibly can be, I'm gonna
Mhm.
the game is literally going to align
Mhm.
myself with other a-holes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. And they got
that's
into the
I kinda
nitty gritty
like
with it.
that.
Like you can have like a girlfriend or a wife cheat on your wife and be like immoral. Like it's crazy stuff you could do in that game.
Oh, also,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's nuts.
I do have something to cover afterwards. But yeah, no.
I'm low key a fan of that. I didn't think I was going to be when you were first explaining it, but I kind of
Yeah.
liked it that if they completely took it out in its entirety, I wouldn't have liked it because that's Fable. You want to be
Okay, that makes
it's a morality game, but if the NPCs align with you or not and be based on their own morality system and who they are as NPCs, I like that.
I was just about to ask for you guys. I never played them. Were they really
Yes.
good before and all? Like they were cool?
If you were like a super duper bad guy and your evil bar was full, you had horns and flies would fly around.
You
Yeah,
like,
see,
get to
and
choose though. You can do bad
Yeah.
things. You become bad.
If you pickpocket, you're bad. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? Like that kind of stuff.
I do think that if you make, kind of conventionally evil choices, I don't think you're going to transform though in this one.
Which is
I don't
fine.
think it's going to have that visual effect on your character.
That's
unfortunately.
fine. Yeah, that to me that's fine. As long as people are calling me chicken chaser, I'm okay with it.
What's
Yeah.
that like a
But
thing
yeah,
in that?
Yeah.
So they in the gameplay thing, they talk about like how you can woo this one character, like the kinds of things, because characters like specific things. So like to woo one character, you had to like do this essentially like this checklist. Like you had to have nice clothes, you had to own property in town, like you had to do all these things that
Yeah.
were important to
This
that
is like
person
almost like a real
before.
life thing.
Yeah,
literally.
like it's
Yeah.
almost it's like a little bit of like a Sims or a little bit of like life sim dating.
Okay.
You
It looks really complex
Is there
in a way that I
fighting
think
in it
is
or
really
anything?
good. Oh yeah, yeah,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
rumble and all. Nice.
like Valve.
I never played that. I
monsters.
will say, like, I usually know games, even if I don't play that. I have nothing on. I don't know
If-
Fable
Yeah,
like
Steve.
that.
Steve, that's one of those games where if you wanted to, you could just roll into town and start killing all the guards.
just because, like,
Yeah,
like,
just to do it.
just to do it. You
Now,
can
is it
if you wanted to.
NPCs or other like people?
NPCs.
It's all.
Okay.
It's a single player game.
Oh, it's a single. Okay.
And in the older ones, another way to get your morality as an evil person was, I think it was in Fable 2 or 3. It wasn't in Fable 1, but you could buy all of the property depending on like how much money
Yeah.
you have or how much gold.
You can just own all the land.
You could buy all the property, rent it out, get passive income, and charge them however much you want. And now you're like an immoral tenant, or not tenant, landlord.
Gotcha.
So your landlord or your tenants would hate you. Like they would, and then
I'm pretty sure all those systems are definitely still in the game because they showed the character buying a house, and you could choose to either rent it to the people that you bought it from, or you could assign it to yourself, or you could evict the tenants and then find new ones.
so cool.
That's crazy.
So cool.
That's so cool.
And then to even piggyback off that, let's say you want to be evil, charge them full price, right? No discounts around here. Go in their house and steal from them.
No,
I
that's
swear,
nah,
it's so cool, bro. Fable is awesome.
that's awesome.
You can do whatever you
Yeah.
want. So
Oh, I
looks
would like to
like-
do
it
like
looks
2
like they're
runs. I would
doing
like
a
to be
lot
a
of that.
bad guy and then a
Yeah.
good. It's
It
cool.
looks
That's
really
really
good.
cool.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely.
I was gonna say
excited to
even
play
the
it.
graphics and all, it looked really like clean. It looked aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gonna. It's gonna be perfect. I mean, if they do pull it off the way that they're advertising it, and it's not like kind of like a shell of what it's shown, it will be perfect.
Okay. Now, is there powers in that, or is it just fighting?
There
Magic.
is a power
Magic.
system.
There's magic, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Magic. Okay. Simple. Got it.
Yep.
They did have to push the release date apparently though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what,
mean,
they
I'm
were
not
trying
shocked.
to delay it.
Look at the fidelity.
They were trying to have it come out a lot earlier, but
Oh.
I think it's set for I think spring of 27 now.
I
Which isn't that far
genuinely,
away really, but
genuinely, I don't care how long this Fable game takes. As long as it's good, take 10 years. If you need another 10, take it. Because if this game flops like Saints Row, I am going to be so sad.
Is it coming out?
I'm
on
really
everything?
hoping it doesn't.
Nice.
I mean the limited gameplay look that I saw, this game is not going to be it's not going to be a flop like Saints Row.
Yeah, I don't even know about it. It looked good, dude. That looked really
Oh,
cool.
man.
When I,
Yeah,
wa-
it does
I,
look
and you
love
said about like
Fable.
the 30-minute video or something. I watched like the full gameplay thing. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really cool look at the game.
And I like
Recommend
that
taking a look at
magic world. That I like magic.
Yeah, it's super like electric,
Love
fire,
magic,
ground. Like
dude.
it's
It's gonna be
Fable
good.
is so awesome, dude. I
As
love
long as it's
Fable.
done right, it's gonna be perfect.
Is it the same studio? Do we know? Do you know, Ty?
I
Um,
don't know.
I think the studio was like Lionhead or something like that. But I'm almost positive they went bankrupt a few years ago because Fable 3 came out, didn't really go too crazy, and then they started to make like, don't quote me,
Yo,
but like, it
Charge
was
and
like
Chuck
a
sold.
Telltale
Charge and Chuck sold my team to the
and
devil,
9 points.
and Daisy too.
You
Absolutely
weren't even
sold
the
my
best.
team.
You weren't even the best on your team, Adapted.
Yeah, I pulled second and first out of my ass. Sold by AI.
Fable had like it was like a story driven, kind of like how Telltale does their thing, and then it went under and like the whole thing that they folded. I'm happy to see that they're back though.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. Genuinely. What?
That was the only other gaming news thing that I want to talk about because I didn't watch
Yeah.
that until after we talked about release dates and stuff, and I was genuinely blown away by what they were showing off.
I'll
have
definitely
something.
watch something about it soon. I'll probably see a TikTok.
I'm gonna watch that Fable thing tonight.
It's made by Playground
You should.
Studios.
Playground.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Cool.
listen, if they're
Um,
able to make it feel like an alive world, it's gonna be a contender for Game of the Year against GTA.
February
Now-
23rd, 2027.
Now,
And
or,
Lego
oh,
Batman.
not GTA. Never mind, it's not GTA. Because
And Lego
it's
Batman.
2027. But all I gotta say is that if it becomes like a shell of what we're seeing, it's gonna really suck. And I really hope that.
Yeah, I
'Cause that
don't want it
happens
to be
way
like
too
Saints Row. I don't want it to be like Saints Row. I don't want it to be like Cyberpunk. I want it to just be great. That's
Yeah.
I think I said it in an earlier podcast. Dude, so many memories on Fable. Like I remember like these things are tough, but not as yeah, I did say that. These things are tough, but not as tough as me. Like, dude, like I have so many memories on Fable.
Yeah.
That was like the game that got me into gaming. Like
No, I
I
don't
need
blame you.
it to be
It's
good.
old. It's old like
It's
that.
old,
Oh.
old.
Oh,
yeah.
it's old.
It's
Yeah, the
old,
original
yeah.
Fable was on Xbox.
OG Xbox, like
That's
Yeah.
like this
We're-
is the
we're-
like Fable is the game that got me into
Oh,
games.
OG Xbox. Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Original, old school.
I do have some unfortunate pop culture news for those who have not heard about it. But
I have
Oliver
I know
Tree?
this, actually,
yeah, Oliver Tree passed
All right,
away.
man.
Dude.
bro.
I did see that too.
You know, I
It's-
loved him. Tyler, my boy.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of his music. Like I did listen to it back in like the TikTok era, and I at 32 is awful. He from a helicopter crash, like
Yeah.
I will never
that-
get in a helicopter.
Yeah, that
after
stuff's just
him and
always
Kobe,
sad.
After him and Kobe,
Yep.
I will never get in a helicopter. I'm sorry.
When you
don't
hear
know
like of a
about it.
natural cause or like a sickness, it's like okay, understandable. But 32 helicopter,
Yeah.
come on.
Steve and I were actually
saw
talking.
a video of the helicopters crashing,
Yeah, you
and it
seen the
doesn't
two
show-
helicopters hit each other?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's
Man,
awful.
I don't have stomach for that kind of stuff anymore.
No, it's
Yeah.
I knew what was happening, so I didn't really get to see it. Thank the Lord. But
I remember in the early days of the internet, that was like one of the things that was like a thing on the internet was like that kind of death voyeurism.
yeah, no, I don't
And
like
I
it
could
either.
when I was younger,
don't
I
like
could
it.
watch all that stuff no problem, but as an older person, I cannot anymore. I can't, no stomach for it.
Yeah.
and some people, it's like they have that like how do I say it, like
Oh.
death corn, you know, like they love that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
love that.
For sure, there are people that
Yeah, and it's
seek that kind of
crazy.
stuff
That's why
out.
that's why it's out there like that because there's so many people out there that just like they don't watch it and like maybe like how you react it. Oh, I can never do that. Or like some people are like, oh my god, that's scary. Most of them are watching it and like, whoa, that was crazy. Like that's what.
No,
Right.
I've never been
Exact.
one to do that. When I saw the video, I just saw it. I saw the helicopter part, and I was fine. But I'm really glad I didn't have to see anything because that's when I draw it too far. Like, okay,
If
this
you
is not to
see
get political,
in-
and
insult
I'm
you,
not
mhm.
gonna say my stance on it at all. But I saw the Twitter Charlie Kirk video, and I was like, oh my
Oh.
god, I did not want to see that. I did
Mhm.
not want to
Yeah.
see that.
It
I
just
thought I was
sucks
looking
No
up
way.
news.
how cameras are now. Everything is
Yep,
documented now
Everything,
like that.
yeah. Your
it's
digital footprint is
awful.
everywhere.
Yeah, no matter what it is, and it's sucks when it's
I-
bad things like that.
I watched in real time when the second plane hit the second tower in 9/11, and that soured a lot of that kind of
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
exposition for
only
me because it's
imagine.
just the trauma of just imagining what those people were
went
thinking in
through.
those
Yeah,
moments
that's
and
exactly
being
what
down there
I'm
at ground
thinking.
zero. Just so horrible.
I'm not
And I know
listen.
me and
I'm not saying I supported that person or whatever, but I just don't want to see somebody die. I'm sorry. I
Nobody should
witnessed
die.
it with
no. No matter what your belief is or anything, there's no reason for death.
Yeah.
No reason for killing.
I
Nope.
don't.
You could debate. You could say your opinion. You can have a talk. You can. There's no reason you have to kill someone.
Like, listen.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking necessarily about just killing somebody either, because when I was in high school before I did my Eagle Scout project, I witnessed a woman crash on her motorcycle
Birds.
and dedicated my project to her. It was, her wife was there. It was awful, not in a bad way, but it just
Yeah.
it.
No,
it
well, first off,
sucks,
that's
dude.
awesome for you to do a project
Yeah.
for her. That's
Because
awesome.
she was a veteran, so
Congrats
I
to you, my dude.
thank you, thank
In
you.
honor of her, that's awesome.
Yeah, and she gave me a scholarship for college, which they didn't have to do. It was just
Oh
very
my
nice.
God.
They're very nice people, but it like knowing what happened, knowing I couldn't help in that situation, I just can't, because I'm
It
I'm
can-
trained within first aid, so like I'm not that type of person to
It can
sit down
it
and
can
let it happen.
traumatize you, man.
No, it's rough. So that's
It
why I just
also,
don't
like-
like looking at that stuff. Just can't.
It also puts into perspective me like what healthcare workers have to go through too,
Oh,
Yes.
because that's like especially like watching The Pit. And The Pit, I know The Pit is a TV show, but holy
Yeah,
cow,
it's one of the
The
more
The Pit's
realistic
great if you
ones.
haven't watched it. But my goodness, the
I
way the actors portray
love
the
that
trauma
show,
that
but
they're
yes,
dealing with,
they made it seem that was real. Like that was way
it
different than
feels so.
how do I put it? Like I
real.
guess the word is like stereotypical doctor shows. You know, like
Yeah. Where they just
really
brush it off.
outlandish or colorful. This was The Pit really made it seem like all right. In 24 hours, I can understand why a nurse or a doctor can lose their mind. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
just in 24 hours, but they got to do that every day. Like
And they have to do it for 15 hours in 24 hours.
yeah,
every day.
yeah, and it's not even it's not like oh you're coming in for 3 hours and you're literally
Listen, I have all the
you're-
respect in the world for doctors and surgeons and everybody. I
Tom
can't.
KCR, thank you for that. An hour. This is unverified, but from my chat, we are 1 hour and 8 minutes away from the Super Mario Galaxy movie landing on Blu-ray and DVD.
yes.
That's fire.
Was it a good
didn't
movie?
see
I
it.
did not
haven't
see
seen
it.
it
yet. So
Nope, me neither.
no.
I only
I've
seen the
heard.
first one.
My-
I've heard mixed.
My teenager went and saw it, but I did not.
Did
I've
they
heard
like it?
mixed reviews.
Yes, they did. They loved it.
Nice.
I think I heard mixed reviews because it was
Thank you, Tom
adults
Casey.
criticizing it, and I was like, I don't think it's really for adults. With all due
You
respect,
caught us in a live recording of a
I
podcast.
just feel like too, there's always a lot of haters too. Like no matter what it is, it could be
Oh,
good. And
like
we're just
you
gonna.
know, actually, you know what? I wanted to talk about this. People hating on Obsession need to get a life, or not Obsession, Backrooms and Obsession.
Talk your
Man,
talk.
everybody is
talk.
bringing up Obsession lately.
It's listen. I'm gonna go see it. I am a huge horror fan. I've been a horror fan since I
Oh,
was
I'm gonna go see it too.
When I was since I've been 9 years old. I love horror. But there's a difference in enjoying a movie for a movie and not having to compare it to everything. It's just comparison is the thief of joy. Like it just ruins the whole idea.
That's the quote of
And
the day.
the
I like that.
Backrooms was genuinely a fantastic movie directed by somebody 20 years old.
I
and
know.
written
What was
by
it?
him.
Kane something?
Yeah,
Dude,
Kane
he-
Pixels is his like username online. He was 20 years old and made one of the most successful movies of our generation, right? They're already talking and in the works of making a second one.
Oh, there's gonna be a Backrooms universe for sure.
Definitely,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
And
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that they do kind of like a Cyberpunk where they do different characters in each
Yeah,
Backrooms
yeah,
movies.
it's not
I think
like
it would
a
be
full
very good.
franchise of the same person.
Yes.
Mhm.
Tom
I
Casey,
think-
I'm gonna need you to hang
You know,
around
maybe
and make
maybe
sure you
some
update me
references
on
here and there, like, oh, this person
Yeah.
walked by this person.
all
going
these drops
through
going
this
forward.
area
Let me
with
see
the
Captain
backroom.
Clark again.
I do mess with Captain Clark, but what all I gotta say is people comparing them also don't understand the difference between a thriller and psychological horror, body horror, relationship horror. There's so many different
Mhm.
like genres of horror. I would say that a Backrooms is like a thriller psychological horror, and from what I've seen of Obsession, it's more of a horror thriller, if that makes sense.
Mm.
And there's a very
Wasn't
big
it made
difference.
on like a shoestring budget too?
Yeah.
Yes, and it
It's
was one of
cheap,
the most
very cheap.
successful movies of all time for that budget.
Obsession's already in like the top 10 for horror movies. Like
Yes,
back.
and that's
like,
why it's so impressive. But people comparing them is comparing apples to oranges. They are different types of horror.
Yeah, yep.
They are different. Like
Yeah,
Like,
Absolutely.
but horror's
Backrooms
always
is
kind of got the
abstract.
shaft like that though.
Always, yeah,
Backrooms
always.
is abstract.
Yeah, I always look at the Backrooms as like it's not even like scary. It's just more unsettling. It makes you feel eerie.
Exactly, and it's not all like jump in your face or
Yep.
anticipating
And there's
the
literally
next
there's not
thing.
much jump scares. It's just
Exactly. It's about like that's the beauty of horror is that you can have the same movie directed by different people and it'll have a different outcome on the audience. And that right there, if you're a true horror fan and you're saying that Obsession is better than Backrooms or whatever, you could say that you liked it more than Backrooms, but you also
For
have
sure.
to clarify that they are different genres of horror. They are different genres. They're not the same in the same aspect. You know what I mean? Like also,
One
I
of-
think Obsession has like a lot of gore, and Backrooms doesn't really have a lot of gore. It's like subtle gore.
No,
It's
yeah.
more of an
Mhm.
unsettling gore. You know what I mean?
I
That's
still haven't
what I
seen
like.
Backrooms either. I really need to see that.
It's good. It go
Backrooms
into
is
it
a
with
banger.
no idea of what the Backrooms is, and it'll make it even better.
Yeah,
I
and then
don't
if you
know much
like
about
it,
it.
Unfortunately,
please learn the lore
uh,
because the lore of the Backrooms is amazing.
Yes.
well, see, I'm terminally online, so I know what the Backrooms is. You know, on the
I like
surface
way
at
you
the
put that
least.
terminally online. I like
Oh,
that.
yeah, but
I
you gotta
like that.
you gotta be so keep in mind. There's the gaming universe, and then there's the cinematic universe. The gaming universe
Yeah,
is
I
very
do
Yeah,
different.
understand
they're
that.
different.
I didn't know that. I didn't know exactly what was in each universe, and that's on me because that messed me up because I was seeing the wrong.
Mhm.
I was expecting the wrong things, but it still
And
didn't
all this
ruin it.
started from a picture on 4chan. Like just
Yeah.
one picture.
Yeah.
One picture.
I mean, a lot of creepypastas had their origin in that.
yeah.
kinda-
Uh-huh.
Which makes it really magical in a way because there's nothing quite like that and never will be again.
No,
The sort
yeah,
of
nope.
original creepypastas because now everybody's too connected to the internet and most are too wary to really enjoy anything like that, like we used to be able to.
Mhm.
Everybody's
a
got an
proper
internet
country.
sleuth.
Well, there goes my first place. Last second too. It's
you
always
get with a blue shell?
I always get blue shelled when I'm in first place, but you see tie stacks in first place, blue shells don't exist.
That's why you're quiet.
That
Ty. You're
sounds-
just trying to be in first place.
Chilling.
That sounds like your problem, not a tie stacks problem.
One of my favorite horror movies ever, right, is a
Can exist in all horror movies, right?
No, I think that's the
Oh.
best horror movie
Oh.
ever. One of my favorite is The Babadook, and I only really
Oh.
enjoy the first half because
Until you see them.
yeah, because I prefer
No, it gets so better. It gets so much better though.
no, but I love like I like not
speaking-
seeing.
Not knowing.
Yeah,
Speaking of
leave
horror
it up to my
movies,
brain to kind of like figure it out. Like I don't know,
Oh,
I don't
my
like
ears are
seeing
selling
the
again.
big bad monster. I
um,
like
You know what that
thinking about
movie's
it.
about though, right?
No, I just like it.
It's about grief. It's about grief and repressing your feelings rather than
Yeah.
confronting them and dealing with them.
Well,
Well,
what I-
Babadook is just her grief.
what I
It's a
have to
great
say
movie.
though, what I have
Love
to
it. I
say
love that movie.
though is I recently one of my like I'm a big psychological horror fan. I mean, sometimes it's a little too much for my brain, but I watched Midsummer last night with my girlfriend.
That's a good movie.
Amazing.
That's a really good
Midsummer's
movie.
great.
It's a
Yeah.
great movie.
Florence Pugh cooks as always. She cooks in that movie. There
That was
but
one of the
like
first times I seen her.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was one of her
that's
first
really good.
big roles, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure, when I remember. And
Great movie.
A24, in my opinion, is probably the best
Oh.
horror film like company out there right now. They did the Rekka Brothers did Bring Her Back and Talk to Me through them. Amazing movies. Those
All
ones
movies
are
so good.
phenomenal.
if
movie.
you struggle with
Talk to Me is
anything
good.
though, like self-harm or anything like that, it's a little bit of a hard watch, but it's very good.
Uh-huh.
It's very, very, very good.
But it is good for them to touch on it, you know.
Yes, exactly. And they
You
and they
can't.
do
You
it.
can't. If you want to like hopscotch around it or something, it's
Yeah, no, I'm not
you gotta,
asking
you
to
gotta
hopscotch.
actually, yeah.
I just
Yeah, you
like to
gotta
have
touch-
the warning out there for people because I will say, Talk to Me. That movie lingered in my brain for a little while after. That one really, really,
Great
that one was
movie.
messed up.
Yeah, no, I
that was
get
a
that.
messed up movie.
Yeah, it could hit everybody really different. Which
Yeah, but it was good though.
I
I mean,
get.
I like when
Yeah.
horror movies make you think. That's the whole point. You're
now,
like
did it like bother
like-
you in a bad way or like?
a little bit, but I was struggling with
Bad?
other stuff at the time. I was struggling with other
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
So it wasn't necessarily correlated, or I would say,
But it was just like the
correlation,
timing
not
of it too might have
causation.
not helped.
Yeah, exactly. But
I got you.
it was
Cool.
a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
And
no,
then
awesome.
that's the thing though. Like even now, like it's one of those movies where like I know how messed up it is, and like I can almost not watch it knowing what's gonna happen because it was like a good one-time watch because of how just crazy it was.
Mhm.
But
knowing
I-
what you're getting
I-
into is
yeah.
different.
I mean, like A24, once they released like Midsummer, I feel like that's when they took off. They had Midsummer, the Rekka Brother films, Backrooms, and I know Obsession's not A20. It was still so good, dude. Like all these
It's a
big
great
publishing
take,
companies
those.
don't deserve all the credit because A24
No.
actually, first of all, pays its people. Second of all, look at
Mhm.
somebody like you don't even need these crazy publishing companies. Look at
Like
Markiplier. He's
A-list
officially
actors
moved to
and stuff,
streaming
too.
services. He was a YouTuber and
Yeah.
self-funded his own movie,
Mhm.
and it was an amazing movie. By the way, anybody that was saying it was trash doesn't know how to watch a film. So
Like,
you
look
know
at,
what I mean?
Look
Like,
at Kane now. Kane's a
Yep.
21-year-old who just literally broke records as a 21-year-old debuting. Sorry.
they're already making a
Sorry, sorry.
sequel.
I'm so
No,
sorry.
they're
Oh my
already
god.
making. No, I
just got
I've
live
already
on it,
swore, bro.
We're good.
I've already
It's all
sworn.
let's just live.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
It's not
I was
loud,
Nah,
doing
bro.
kid.
I was doing good.
I
I'm
can
live,
fix it, bro.
so
You're
it's
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm
somewhat
sorry.
live.
Ty. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I can fix
I
it.
just got
in post.
Probably
excited
gonna have
because
to-
he started hitting me in
I'm
the
probably
heart
gonna
with
have
what he was
to-
saying. He was saying some good stuff.
I know.
Oh,
bro.
I didn't mean that.
I'm
I
gonna have to
love-
put a mature warning on my channel anyways if I stream regularly because I swear like a sailor naturally.
I
Yeah,
feel
exactly.
like I'm about to be there, but once you're bald, you just got to put mature on there.
All I gotta say though is like, it is like comparing apples to oranges. It's like what's another movie that came out that was like that? I don't even know. Like, it just the people saying that Backroom sucked. I want to hear Ty Glorious's opinion when he watches it, but the whole point is that it is an abstract
I'll
horror.
give it to you.
It's an abstract horror. It's supposed to be up to interpretation, and that is the beauty of it. When people just want to mindlessly watch a movie and not think, I'm like, why though? Like the whole point of a movie is a form of media that you can't get out of your head and you're trying to think about. Like that's what makes it good. Like like you were mentioning trauma, and this is not a spoiler, but Backrooms dives into trauma and depression and all these things, but it does it subtly. It doesn't just hand you the answers, and that's why I love Backrooms. I think it's great. It really like highlights the human psyche and how it's complicated yet simple all at once. It's just good. It's a good movie. All of it's good.
We
I
all
love
picked different maps there. Look at that.
I definitely gotta watch Backrooms. I haven't seen it.
It's fantastic. In my
Before
opinion.
we move off the topic of horror movies, I just want to say, and because Steve's here and maybe he'll help me with this, I want you guys to watch Stir of Echoes
Stir of Echoes.
so badly.
Is that the ghost one that you were saying in the movie?
Yeah, with it
horror
stars Kevin Bacon. It's so good.
I'll look
Who's
into it.
want-
Philly
it-
man,
like-
Kevin Bacon.
If anything from this podcast gets any legs at all, I want it to be that Stir of Echoes is an incredible movie.
That's
I will definitely watch it. I will definitely watch it,
dude. If our podcast gets big, we're gonna see the Google search spike. Stir of Echoes.
dude. I can't.
Thank
wait
God. And
for
then
the
Kevin Bacon will call me and say, "Thank you so much for reminding me of this great movie that I made when I was much younger."
Stir of
Then we'll watch Tremors for him too.
No, all the homies know Kevin Bacon hates Tremors.
I know he does not like to talk about it at all.
He wants that one erased from history. Sorry, Kevin.
That's like
but I can't do
what
that
was it,
for you.
Matthew McConaughey in the one Texas Chainsaw? He doesn't like talking about that one.
Bro, but I don't know.
While
I just
we're on,
let me hear it.
while we're on the topic of horror, I don't know if I've asked you guys this question. I know I've asked Steve this question before,
Favorite horror?
maybe on stream. No.
Ooh, what you got?
How long do you think, or is it already? Has it already happened? When is Art the Clown going to be on the same pedestal that Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, Chucky are on? Is he an icon now? How long will it take?
Yes, he is. He's like the modern day slasher. He is the modern day slasher.
I'll give
like
it that. Yeah.
I will say he has a different vibe though than the rest of them, and that's why I think he's on that same pedestal, because he kind of eliminates that like that standard we have that they always have to be serious and scary and serious, but he's funny
Mhm.
and serious and weird and serious. So it's very interesting to watch.
And also,
Yeah.
some of them have like moral codes, like they won't kill this or that. He
doesn't care.
nothing
He's just
doesn't matter.
indiscriminate.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It could be children. It could be animals. It could be.
Could be
He's
anybody.
just he don't care. He don't care.
Whatever.
That's one thing that's crazy about.
I think Art the Clown is. I think he's reached that point.
I think he's
Yeah.
there.
Mostly because
Well, he has 4 movies.
I think if you just say
Yeah,
the
he doesn't
name
care.
Art the Clown to the average person, there's a good chance they know
Okay,
who
yep,
that is.
yep.
And I think for horror movies, I think that's the penetration
you
you
need.
get.
That's how you get the iconic character.
Adaptee, W ball knowledge, bro. Saying he has 4 movies. W
Yes.
ball knowledge.
Yes, I've watched
good
all
for
of
you.
them.
I like that.
Isn't the Christmas special the 3rd one or something?
That's the 3rd one. Yeah, his newest
Mhm.
one is the 3rd one. His oldest one is not called Terrifier.
Yep, it's called Hallows Eve, right?
Yep.
Look at you.
Well,
W ball knowledge.
Dude, I
wasn't there
love
like
horror
a
movies.
isn't there
It
like
was
a
a-
compilation movie that has that on there too?
It was a movie that was released for I think like an indie game fest, and he was
Yeah.
featured in it very, 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 very like 15 minutes out of like 40 minutes.
He was played by a different actor then too. I
Yes.
think.
Yes.
Yes. But he has since been
What a pull.
absolutely goated.
Those 15 minutes of screen time that Art had in Hallows Eve
I will
generated 3
say-
banger movies.
Yeah.
will say-
he became the man.
say Hallows Eve was good, and all the movies are good. But I wish we got to see more of that Hallows Eve art, because he seemed so much more intimidating, and I'd love to see
Yeah.
that again.
I agree.
Like not as goofy, a little bit more.
I like
Yeah.
the goofiness, but I think it's been embraced a little too
It went
much.
over like a little over the top.
But I still like it though. Like, I'm not saying to get rid of it entirely. I'm saying I would also
I
like
am.
to see that crazy stuff that goes down. You get what I mean?
Yeah, art's the man.
He's just so unsettling.
Yes.
I will say, I mean, I don't know how much. Like I know here, I don't talk to that much, but like I always could like it's like the anime pyramid for me. He's iconic, But like, there's the big three. You know, he'll never be part of big three because he's not. He wasn't made in.
Correct. Yeah.
He didn't get. He
yeah.
didn't get made that.
But
Exactly,
he's
exactly.
But
on
he
a
is
similar
up
level.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
For
Yeah.
our
If the Mount
generation-
Rushmore can have, if the Mount Rushmore was longer, he'd be up
Like when Freddy Krueger first came out, like he was terrifying to everybody, and Art the
Yeah.
Clown's the same way, especially because of the phobia of clown changes.
there. Yep.
How things
Clowns. And
I legit, as a kid, I could watch Jason all day. I could
Yep,
watch Michael
same.
Myers all day. I could not watch the Nightmare on Elm
yeah,
Street
no,
movies.
I also couldn't because I also thought like realistically, I'm like he was one of the ones that like didn't care if he went after like children or something. So I'm like, I'm a child. I'm 14 or 13. I'm like, oh my god, he could get me. Jason
I also thought,
or
like-
Michael's only
like-
gonna get me if I'm like a kissing teen or you know like.
Well, there's also kind of like a mundane fear of a person with a knife. That's like every person can kind of relate to being afraid of that to some extent.
Because
But a dude that attacks you in your dreams,
How do you fight that?
Like, and you literally like can't combat him unless you're like a special person, like the freaking Dream Warriors were. Like,
like the
Yeah.
tree. Yeah, good.
what do you do?
Yeah. What do you
You
do?
talking about Nightmare on Elm
You
Street 4? Let's
just
go.
you just die. I mean,
I just
and that was irrationally scary to me.
I haven't always been the biggest fan of slashers, but the reason why Art the Clown's so up there is because it's a new, fresh, innovative take, and also with how good prosthetics have become, like fake
They're so
fake
good.
gore prosthetics. They have
They're
like
so good.
they have a crazy budget for those just for fake.
Now,
Just
if you
for
don't mind me
fans. Don't-
asking, he brought up prosthetics, like and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel on how now new age stuff is always CGI or something? Do you prefer the old school like
depends.
prosthetics?
It depends
I will
on
say,
what we're
like,
referencing.
I'm with it. It depends, but I generally like the more like practical, like the prosthetics and all over the CGI and the,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
think it really,
depends.
really like what genre are we talking? If we're talking
horror stuff. Yeah,
then I think generally speaking, horror makes sense in a practical effects
gotcha.
perspective, just because the effects themselves aren't necessarily over the top, hard to create most of the time.
Once they're
But I
CGI,
think-
they're over the top a lot.
Once you've got monsters involved, I think
That makes
sometimes
sense.
CGI
Now
can
that
be done
I'll
right.
give you that. That makes sense.
Yeah. If you
I
can
like
make
that.
it practical, but also keep in mind a lot of indie horror films don't have the budget that Art the Clown does because
True.
they have a special dedicated team just to making it look real. And like
Mhm.
robotics and stuff.
Yep.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that. And that's the
Oh my
downside
God,
of
I
it
have
is
another
that
bot on
if
my
they don't
screen.
have it, then I support good CGI. If it's good CGI though, it has to be good.
It can't be
if
the
it's-
Matrix. It
I'm
has,
just
it has
not
to
like
be good.
it's
yeah.
like James A. Janice from Dead Meat. I don't like CGI blood. That's the only one that gets me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
CGI, I really prefer the practical blood if they can,
Oh,
but I know it's
practical-
a lot harder and way more expensive.
Practical
get
blood
that.
is actually not as expensive. I mean, look at Markiplier's video. It was or movie. It wasn't
Oh,
expensive.
his
Well,
Iron
movie.
Lung, John?
Yeah, his
It isn't, and it isn't. It isn't. The problem becomes cleanup. Apparently,
Oh,
Yes.
cleaning the
Um,
actual blood up. Okay.
yes, because if you use a lot of fake blood, it gets everywhere, and
Yeah.
cleaning that up has an environmental toll.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because it's considered hazardous waste. If also because people use pig's blood, that's considered a hazardous waste, like biochemical waste. It's not.
Well, and even when they use corn syrup, it becomes
Yeah,
like
mhm.
a disposal issue because of bugs and bacteria.
Especially
and
if it's
stuff.
corn syrup, it's gonna ferment pretty fast.
Yeah, it's sticky
That's
everywhere.
gonna get it's gonna get nasty. Okay, that makes sense. So I like that.
But at the same time, I also prefer practical effects with blood.
Now-
Just because
Yeah.
it looks better.
Yeah,
it looks more realistic.
Yeah, it looks real. It looks not cool. I like
No,
that.
I
like that.
completely agree with you.
Now, if we're on the horror subject, if you don't mind me asking, I feel like I don't really have much say in asking, but who's your guys' horror like icon favorite? Like who? Like if you did you talk about this before?
Like a
Never.
series
Who's your,
or
like,
a slasher?
Yeah, like we're talking like we could have a movie. You know, there might be one movie, but let's say just icon, like your Michael Myers, your Jason, your who's your like who like it can even be the family from Strangers. You know, just who's your iconic multiple movie person. That's
the
horror.
Ring. The girl from the
Oh,
Ring.
get out of here. Go.
Tamara.
Get very far from me because she scares the hell out of me.
That was the first horror
Okay,
movie I
but
really
hold
watched,
on.
and it scared me for like 2 weeks.
But hold on. The Ring US version or Sadako, the Japanese
Oh, look at
version?
him. Look at him.
I-
You know,
I don't remember because I got so scared as a kid I never watched it again, and I just haven't had the urge to go watch it again recently.
I think
So
the
probably
Jap
the
versions were
American.
scary, but I watch the English one way more.
The Japanese Ring story, I don't know if you guys know the story of Ringu and the sequels, but they are bizarre.
Like it's way different than the English.
novels. Yeah, so in the novels, Sadako, who is the Samara
Mhm.
character in Japan, she's a virus in a computer program. And the computer
Interesting.
program is a simulation of our world called Ring. And
Yep.
so she's a virus in this simulation. She escapes into the real world and then has devastating effects on the real world after she devastates the Ring world. It's
Yep.
crazy. The lore is
Actually,
insane.
So this is kind
but
of
to answer your
yeah.
original question, Steve, Ghostface.
Ooh.
I love the Scream movies. I love the Scream movie. When the first Scream movie came out, we talk about Art the Clown kind of reinventing the genre.
Mhm.
That's what Scream did in a
Yes.
really good way for me when I was a kid. And Scream has always resonated with me.
Okay,
Okay.
I like that.
I want to bring up something, but you guys answer first.
Sax,
before
thank
I
you for
bring
your
up-
chat.
I want to hear Adaptee's icon.
Yeah, but say what you
I wanna
say.
hear-
yeah,
I
it's
wanna hear
the girl
Adaptee's.
from the Ring. It's definitely
Oh,
the one
right,
that
okay,
messed
yeah.
me up the most.
And then,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had the girl from the Ring, and then, sorry, Glorious, what did you just say? Scream.
Ghostface.
Yeah,
From
okay.
Scream, yep.
So,
Mine's Jason.
Jason,
I mean, Jason's awesome.
you know how I am. Like, I love his answer of Scream because you know how I am with the horror movies. I always say to you,
I know who yours
real.
is,
Because it's
yeah.
real. Like it's like not like real, but it's something like how do I put it? Like, I always say to Tyway and Sergeant, like Michael Myers, yeah, he's real, but like if I shoot a dude a bunch of times or if I chop off his head or something, he's dead. He's not gonna come back. Like like real life. Or like Jason. Jason, like he's one of them overpowered. He eats shots, all that. I get very nervous on like the real life situation, like Scream. That's just your normal friend. That could be your best friend. That's a killer, you know.
Yep.
Or my pick though is Saw. I think that is the scariest for me. Like I get
That's
so nervous
respectable,
on
for
Jigsaw
sure.
Yeah.
because to me it's just so real. It's like he doesn't have powers. There's no paranormal anything. It's just, hey, this is a person that kidnapped you and just put you in a crazy trap. Get out of this.
Dude that was
Yeah.
very angry at the world
Yes.
and wants to punish people for not living.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
You chose not to live, so do you want to die? Like,
On that same notion, though, I want to bring this up because Steve's gonna go crazy on it. The family from Strangers. Steve said them earlier.
Oh,
They
actually,
literally did what they did because you were home.
That's scary. That's another scary one because that's real.
Yeah.
Some
home.
random family could pull up on you when you're alone in your house and just, yeah, that's scary. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand Michael Myers and Jason could be realistic in a
There's
sense,
another
but like,
one that I don't know
no.
if you guys ever watched, but another one that's terrifying is Hellraiser. That one's rough.
Mr. Pinhead
was
himself.
crazy.
Yeah, that I
yeah,
never
I'm not
watched
playing
those
with
as a
that
kid 'cause
cube. I'm
those
not
were-
play. I don't do Rubik's cubes no more.
that one was too much even for me as a kid to watch. I was like, this is crazy.
I know that
Crazy.
one's a very bloody
Very.
movie. Very bloody movies.
I don't really understand the lore of Hellraiser. I don't
don't
really
either.
understand
a
what
lot
it's
of
about even.
demonology.
It's also
Yeah, I mean, I get that they're demons and everything, but like,
it all
like, how did
it all started because
any of it get going?
it all started because of the one bull die. Like the one bull died, and then he tried to get his mistress to help him. The
Mhm.
little to get back and all. Yeah, but I will say, how it kept going is a great question because I don't know that. I'm not that far in the lore. How it kept going is crazy. The other
what was
great
I gonna
one,
say?
13 Ghosts. I know that's paranormal, but 13
13,
Ghosts.
yeah.
13 Ghosts is a great movie.
13
Love
That is a
Ghosts.
great movie.
I remember the
That's
first time I
Matthew
ever watched
Lillard.
it.
Matthew Lillard is so
Yes.
good in that movie.
Even
You
the
know,
dude, I
he's
don't know
good
his
at
name, but the
everything.
guy from Monk, like the main character.
Tony
Yeah,
Shalhoub.
so there we go. Look at see. I need to play with him. He knows older people. You know nothing. I like this.
My brain is filled.
Yeah,
to the
thank you for that because
brim
I know
with
him as the
Alright.
most guy.
absolutely useless pop culture
So-
knowledge.
Since
What you
we're
got?
on like the topic of scary movies, right, or like horror movies, whatever.
How do you
it
feel
may
about a
be.
scary movie? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, that's actually what I was gonna
Favorite
ask.
scary movie?
I
No.
haven't watched it. I haven't watched it, but
None
the
of
whole
them?
internet is up. No. I've watched I think
Oh.
1 through 5. I don't
I was about
remember
to
them
say, you
all
never said
perfectly.
scary.
I don't remember them perfectly because I watched them when I was a kid because I thought they were funny.
All you got to
Um,
remember is the first two perfectly. That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do, but all I'm trying to say is like the whole internet is up in arms about the new, and I'm just like, I don't understand why. I don't know if like I'm insensitive or something, but like the whole reason why Scary Movie is so funny and exists is because it just makes fun of how stupid human stereotypes about everything is. Like it's just like why does this even exist? Like I'm gonna make
That's a
fun of
great
this
way to
because
put
it shouldn't exist. Like the way people think and act about certain types of people. It's just I think I'm excited to see it. I'm gonna watch it when it comes to like streaming because I have a lot of movies I want to see in the theaters right now. But I really like I saw some clips of it, like some animated section they had, and people were like up in arms about like like sexual encounters between a guy and an animal, and I'm like it's supposed to be a comedy movie, like
Yeah, it's
you know,
very satire.
and
That's the
Big-
thing. If it's comedy or
it's
satire,
absurdist even.
yeah, that's the point. It's supposed to be like,
Yeah.
what did I just watch? Like that's weird, but it's supposed to be funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just don't think people should be
Um,
taking it to heart. I really don't.
I do think there are times where, they kind of go a little bit off the edge. Like,
Yes.
for sure. But you gotta like push that envelope
you
sometimes.
have to.
They're
and
they're the
they're
last
doing what they're
ones to
doing.
really push the envelope like that.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
they're
no,
everybody
yeah.
else is too scared because it could
Yeah, they're
like
soft.
cancel the movie. I'm not like I'm
Well,
not trying to
so
shame anybody.
Part of
you
that
know
is
what I mean?
because I think a lot of people have learned that in the year 2026 that there you can make comedy that's cerebral and funny without being edgy. But I think what they fail to realize in there is that there's room for more than just that in comedy.
That's why
comedy's
comedy's
a
dying.
spectrum.
I'm about to say,
right?
yeah,
It's not
all-
a,
Yeah.
there's a bunch, like you just said there, boom, spectrum.
absolutely.
That's why
every-
comedy
and
is
there's a
dying,
lot
you know
of
what I mean?
merit to the really brain dead kind of
Mhm.
comedy that is something like Scary Movie, and it's not for everybody. And I would tell people that if you are offended by that, don't watch it. It's
Mhm.
not for you.
Not for you.
Yeah, exactly.
There was I
But don't be
remember-
mad at your friend for watching. You know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
one of, like I think that's a great way to put it. Like you don't want to watch it? Cool. But don't be mad at your friend for watching it. Don't be mad at the other people that you don't know for watching it.
Yeah, and they're like,
It-
and it's not a failure of a movie because it's the most
Yeah.
successful and most profitable scary movie of all time
I know that's crazy.
Like,
in
There
its
was,
opening weekend.
there was one thing that I remember vividly when the trailer came out. We don't have to touch on it too much, but they made a kind of insensitive joke. Marlon
Yes.
Wayans, he made an insensitive joke about the like the trans community, and he got
Yes.
a lot of backlash for it. But Marlon has a trans child,
Yeah,
so like what? I feel like you gotta take everything that the internet is talking about with a grain of salt.
my
if you're going at
idea
it
my
harmful-
idea of it is like I just said, the stereotype is the whole reason why he's probably making fun of it. He's like, why does it
Absolutely.
matter that a person is the way they are? That's why I love these movies because it's like it also makes fun of horror movies and like how goofy they are sometimes, like with their plot and whatever.
Mhm.
Like the first Scary Movie where the guy got stabbed, but it was ketchup or whatever. Like stuff like that. So funny, right? So stupid. But like the rest
The
of
only
I don't know.
kind of warning I would put on that though is the thing that comedy shouldn't do is punch down.
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes with groups like trans people who are at a very disadvantaged position in our society today, punching down on them does not feel very good.
Yeah.
But again, consider the source. Maybe ask an actual trans person that if you know one, with how they feel about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think too what's good about the scary movies when they do that, like the way they are, is they go like in the sense both ways. Like they will make fun of, let's say, the trans person, but they also, as they're doing it, make fun of the person that makes fun of the trans person.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, they go
shows the
both
double
ways to
standard
where
of
they're
it.
like, hey, if you're on this side and you're a dickhead and you don't like trans people, we made a joke for you. But also, if you're a trans person, we got you too. Like, they got like both sides of it. Like, I
yeah,
feel
exactly.
I agree with that.
I just was gonna ask because I think like it looked pretty good and I'm excited to watch it myself. And it's also not one of those movies that deserves like, uh, you know, people that are keyboard warriors on Letterboxd
Mhm.
being like, "This is the worst movie I've ever watched." The whole point is it's supposed to be a bad movie. It's not supposed to be like a
Yeah,
this is the best
it's a
plot.
parody. It's a fun of it. It's literally
Yes,
just
exactly. That
we're
stuff
making
annoys
Yeah,
fun
me
by
of
the
every
same
so.
part we
token-
can.
By the same token, I think making a deliberately bad movie that people say is a bad movie, you kind of earned what you were looking
Yeah,
for.
no,
there.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. Well,
That's
like,
what they did with
okay,
4 and 5. They made deliberately bad, scary movie 4 and 5, and look,
Yep.
look what happened.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just
I think there's a subset of the population too, and I'm not. I agree with what you're saying generally, but I think there's a subset of the population too that will say, well, if you don't understand that it's a bad movie and you're still framing it that way, then you just don't understand what it's about. I don't think that's true. I think they get it.
yeah.
I just think that they're just saying it's not a bad movie, and that's because it's not for them.
And it's just more like
Yeah.
if that like, not to get like not like political, but like more like it just if it doesn't like affect you, if it really ain't affecting your life heavy, just it's comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if they are pushing something really hard, yeah, that whole movie shouldn't be about that subject or this.
Yeah,
But, like,
exactly.
I feel like they touch on everything at the end. Like let's say the Wayans brothers, the first 2 to 3 movies, they were the ones that are part of it. They made fun of black people so much. They made fun of themselves like crazy. Like they
Yeah.
made sure they were like, yeah, we're gonna get the white Jewish people, but guess what? We're also gonna get the black people too. Like,
They get everyone.
but
I
it
like that
depends
part.
because some movies aren't like that. Some movies are. We're gonna specifically target an audience.
Yeah.
We're gonna make
It's-
sure we do this.
It's just complicated. Hollywood's complicated. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if you noticed this when it happened, but like Markiplier's movie, for example, he got like he was on the billboard for how well he was doing, and I think somebody at Hollywood like made a call and made sure he got taken off of the billboard for a or something. Like
Yeah,
they
when they got
don't
mad at him
want-
first off for being independent, that was the huge thing.
yes,
Was because he was
yes,
independent.
He wasn't supposed
yeah.
to.
Yep.
Because he
They
made
did
more
not
money
like that
than
at all. They
made more
offered him
money.
so much money for like the companies too. There was like I don't know the names. I'm not gonna sit there and talk out my butt. But like like 3 or 4 companies offered him bread, and he was like, "No, we're doing this like
Yeah.
ourselves."
Well, no, they
and
were
they
like
tried to gaslight him and
Steve,
shut him out.
please talk out of your mouth and not out of your butt.
So talk out of your mouth and not out of your butt. You-
Oh.
Please.
Yeah, I just didn't want to
that's so
say. I didn't
true.
want to say like I didn't
No,
want to say
I
it the
get
bad
you.
way.
no, but so actually, so you want to know, this is the best part about that. So Markiplier, apparently, the reason he wanted that money was not for himself. Obviously, he did want a little bit of a pay cut himself, but he wasn't thinking about that. He was like, these people, these publishing companies are going to rob me of how much money I could give for bonuses for the people that worked tirelessly on this movie. There were people that had hard drives shipped to them through a confidential mail service, like across the world, to help him edit this movie. Like, this is unreal, unprecedented. And they were like, oh, he's going to start setting a standard for people. And then you got Jacksepticeye making a Bloodborne movie. You know how that's going to go. Like, it's going to blow up because Jacksepticeye's making. Like, and it's also Bloodborne. So, like, I don't know. I think that I like indie film success, like Obsession and stuff like that. I do think that the Obsession actors and everything, they should all be getting paid fairly because there's a huge thing on that right now.
Dude, the girl barely got paid.
The art director got, I think, $4,000 for it in total. Like, keep in mind the movie grossed like $155 million and had a less than $1 million budget. So they should all be getting bonuses. The whatever studio helped them make it should not be getting to pocket that if they're trying to start their own studio. It's not how that works. I'm pretty sure there is a bonus feature. Actors, there's like an actors guild for, I don't know how.
Yeah, no, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Well, I think what indie cinema does, and same thing that kind of indie gaming does, and indie music to some extent too, is you need to be able to challenge the status quo sometimes.
Yes.
Just because otherwise, Hollywood was exploitative to begin with. It has changed for the better, and then still exploitative, and then changes. And anyways, but it's never going to be good.
Yeah.
And the only way to make change at this point is to have somebody like a Markiplier that comes along and says, "Well, look, I can do what you're doing
By myself.
for
With just the fan
for
base that I've
cheaper.
built.
Yeah.
Yeah.
by myself, still make a good film, and I can pay the people that work for me."
Mhm. And he
Yeah,
picked a
while we're
great
doing
movie
the
to
work.
do, like just one
Yes.
like scenery, basically. Great movie to make a.
Yeah, exactly. It was smart.
So who's actually seen Iron Lung here?
I saw it in theaters.
I know the game because of watching him, but I never seen the movie yet.
I
Yeah,
I haven't
pre-ordered
watched
it.
it
I
either,
pre-ordered
but-
those tickets 2 months in advance because I saw that
You've seen it?
Yeah, I went to theaters to see it.
You can watch it on YouTube now, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for rent. It's for rent and for purchase on YouTube. You can buy it.
That's awesome.
And people
How'd you feel
complaining
in
about
theaters though? Did you like it?
I absolutely loved it. I got to see shirtless Markiplier. All right, come on.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, but just in general though, I didn't know a lot about Iron Lung, like the lore.
Just about to ask that.
It was just so good.
Steve,
Like
don't start another one.
Got you.
I won't lie, there were points where it was a little like draggy, it felt, but here's the thing. I'm not gonna critique Markiplier's first ever independently made and distributed movie.
But I feel like the game's
will-
draggy itself.
Exactly.
Like,
So like
Iron Lung's very.
I
slow.
liked it. The thing is, I liked it that way. My girlfriend was kind of like a few points she
No.
wanted it to speed up, but I also love
Ah.
slow movie. I love slow movies. My girlfriend's a huge Markiplier fan. We were just more than anything. I think I gave it like an 8.5 out of 10, or closer to a 9,
Nice.
which is really good score. If you want to go based off of stars, like a 4.5 out of 5. I think
The only
that's
thing I would say
completely
to
fair.
that is, if you love something, you should be critical of it. Just so you
Yeah.
know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
get rid of-
the thing is, I'm not a movie expert. I can only imagine the things he had to do for that movie. He got hurt. He tore muscles doing that. I can only imagine. And he was his own stunt double. So it was just, if you guys ever get the chance and it's like $5 on YouTube, go rent it. It's like a 2-hour movie. It's worth your time. What I will say though is the goobers that are complaining about it being for rent, he can't just give it away for free. All right. He's going to still keep paying the people around him or helping him with it. They're going to have royalties on it probably for a long time. It'll eventually be free. If you really want to watch it for free, go pirate it. Nobody's stopping you. You know what I mean? Nobody's stopping you. There are plenty of sites where you can watch any movie for free. So
I'm stopping you. I'm physically in your way, blocking you from pirating things.
I do
Just
got to
kidding.
probably end here shortly, fellas. 'cause
Yeah,
I
no.
am,
I told Steve
Yeah.
not to start another round here, so we can
I gotta go
put the
shower and
screws on here.
go to bed. It's
I'm doing donuts.
I hope I was cool for y'all.
What are you, a cop? Steve, thank you so much for joining us as
Yes.
our very first guest on the
Dude,
Council of
first
Ties.
ever
You're the very
guest.
first honorary tie.
yes.
I like that.
Tie Stacks is going to make you a nice little badge or something that you can wear
Trust me,
forever.
we have a long list of people who want to be honorary ties, so we're working on it.
There will be more guest stuff in the future, and maybe even recurring guests occasionally down the road somewhere. Perhaps if Steve would like to come back another time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to skip all the usual stuff that we end with. There were no comments on the last video to read, so nothing on that end. I don't got any other news or anything, so this is where
Yeah.
we're signing off. Who knows what next week will bring, but thanks for coming along, and we will do it all again next week.
Have a beautiful day.